It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some gobbler. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm tryna get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you tryna get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta give all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Doc Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few.
Oh, don't make me have to lose it.
No, hold up, come on, out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more do I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, where they had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. process, and you can't see me on the likeness. You can proceed with precaution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Older on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick by drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm not a Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my jiggy, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Oh no, hold up. Pull my out the jaw, come on. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you're short a few. Oh no.
Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bins I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bins I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, yeah, I'm too up, round blew up, copped that new rape on them haters, threw up, brother went to jail for them, told me you up, first time I seen 100 bands, yeah I grew up, ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A first down throw for Kaiser. By buying time to his left. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Kaiser. A dump underneath to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Play fake. Kaiser steps away to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40. And the cut, it's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Kaiser yet again. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Red, up. Move. We go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They run. This is Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's go.
On third down, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it first and 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-one.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Twisting away. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Kaiser to throw it. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Kaiser now on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Kaiser on first down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Second down, Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw, Kaiser. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Taken in at the 22. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
18. Hey, 18.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Trubisky fighting the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Now Howard, and a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The first update now out of Jacksonville. The Redskins have scored yet again. They've really opened that one up. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. The 20, 10, 5.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Hey, 18.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now the Packers get set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Final play of the half. Kaiser. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Blue.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back. Red, up, 180. Hey, gotta go. Hey, switch.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
They'll try the draw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Flex round! Flex round!
A first down throw for Kaiser. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Being chased out left. And left side here, it's Graham. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Touchdown, Packers! Randall Cobb with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On first down, they run with Howard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Shaheen, the tight end on the right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38th. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Running with Howard, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to punch it in with Howard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Kaiser to throw it. Flush to his right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool it and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
His throw caught right around the 6. A good pick up there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does. And that means
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They pitch out to Howard. Gets around him as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, gotta go. Under 10.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And bulldozing his way through. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Blue.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's to the 10. Oh, no, lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Flex round!
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kaiser. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Trubisky to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Clocked it, but the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Chicago, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.